All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a minute since we did a video, but I figure we are going to check out a coin that I thought I would never buy. It's not so much a coin as it is a series, based off of the look of that box. You guys can probably kind of deduce that this is a US Mint product, and it sure as heck is. But speaking of US Mint product, I've expressed my desire to want to buy one of these, and I finally took the plunge and bought one a few months ago. The US Mint kind of did a quote unquote last call for these coins right before the end of the year. As a matter of fact, if you didn't jump on it, you surely would have missed out. But this is actually a really cool, commemorative coin to commemorate this lady here, Christa McAuliffe, a teacher who was supposed to be embarking on a journey in outer space, and we all know what happened with her journey shortly after takeoff. So the U.S. Mint had done a commemorative coin for Christa McAuliffe. This is the uncirculated silver dollar version, and finally took the plunge. Again, this was something I was meaning to buy, but I don't know. I got a little lazy there on the last day and ended up missing out. And because of that, I've had to pay a relatively decent aftermarket premium on these. But there is a little bit of information about the coin and more information there as well about the obverse and the reverse, the designers of both the obverse and reverse. There you go. If you guys want to pause the video and check it out for yourself. Mintage limit's 350,000. Not so sure if they reach that level. And this is, of course, the uncirculated finish and not the proof finish. This is the one that I wanted because it's more, I think with the engraving, it's more true to life of what people look like on coins. The proof, strikes with people on them are not my favorite. And finally, it's minted in Philadelphia. And it is indeed 999 fine silver. All right, so you guys are aware of how the US Mint product looks like. This one has a pretty neat case. And there you go. That's what she looks like. Again, very beautiful coin. Well done by the engravers of this particular issue. And I took the plunge. I paid about $82 for this, which if you did some digging, you might be able to get them for just a little bit cheaper than that. But a local coin shop had a few of these for sale in both the uncirculated and the proof. I decided, yeah, let's just go ahead and get one that's sitting there staring at me in my face for crying out loud. So yeah, so there is the obverse. There was the date right there, 2021. Go ahead and take a moment to gawk at the design of this. It's even got, she even has her little side mouth wrinkles, which is, I think, is cute on there. But Miss McAuliffe, yeah, God rest her soul. And glad that the U.S. Mint had produced this coin. And the proceeds, if you were to buy it through the U.S. Mint, did go to a good cause. A portion of it, not the whole thing. It says, I touch the future, I teach. You got that right. Some of the most underpaid people right there. All right, so that's the Christa McAuliffe commemorative. Oh, that does not go in there. Where's my head at today? Obviously not in this video. I've taken quite a bit of time off this week. I did my midweek PCMR, but nothing else. So what do we have here? Well, nothing there. It's got the little split double flap on this side, but that's what we're going to take a look at, ladies and gentlemen. 2022 American Innovation $1 coin. This is the Rhode Island. This has the ship on the reverse, which I think is a really cool look. I'm always about nautical type of design work on the coins. But take a moment to take a look and see what we got here. P-Mint, It's got this information, barcode for scanning, I'm sure, at their facility. But I guess this is the date in which this box was packaged. February 7th, 2022. Just over a month ago. 10:16 in the morning. It even has the seconds in there. And I don't know what 1981 is. That might be the employee number. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and crack this open. And we're going to take a look and see how these look like. Hulk smash. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Well, or maybe I could have just done this, right? Yeah. Yeah, and you guys trust me with all of your coin education, right? That's what we got, ladies and gentlemen. A $25 face roll of these Rhode Island dollar innovation coins, which I think they should have just went and produced this instead of the presidential dollar series that was quite an annoying release, to say the least, because not a lot of people really liked it. But it did have its redeeming qualities, namely the edge lettering, I think, is really cool on there. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. Yes, you will pay a considerable amount over face value if you did order this from the U.S. Mint. I think my total ended up being like $42. But hey, look at that. Ooh, edge lettering galore skis. All right. I'm loving it already. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at all of them, assess quality and design and all that great stuff. So there's the front of the coins. Of course, these are just general business strike P mints, but also keep in mind, these are NIFCs. These are not intended for circulation, which means they didn't produce a lot of these to go send out to the banks. No, they didn't. Yeah, but this first coin I pulled out of the roll, I mean, just look at all the nicks and all various different types of scratches on the coin. I mean, these things were not white gloved at all. And there is the reverse with that sailboat right there. Rhode Island, United States of America. And then, I don't know if you guys can see the edge on there. E pluribus unum. A number of stars are engraved in there. And keep in mind, the collars on these that have the design work that is impressed onto the edge of the coin, I think is in 3 pieces. So it's a 3-piece collar. But where we see that? There's the date right there, 2022. P for Philadelphia. And then back to E pluribus unum. But something that you're going to want to kind of pay attention to, and it was Paula Bloom that actually pointed this out to me, which kind of makes this a little bit more interesting in my opinion, is that it does have a little tiny privy mark of what looks to be a gear right under the motto, "In God We Trust." And you're going to find this, I guess, on every single innovation dollar, which is really neat. But this obverse right here, albeit a little bit plain looking, with the Statue of Liberty, the $1, the designer initials, the motto, and then whatever design you have on the back. Personally, I want the one with the telephone, the rotary phone. I think, what is that, Massachusetts, I think? I think that one's really neat. Albeit a little bit plain, but I think it really suits us really well. I really do. All right, so this first coin is just straight up garbage as far as quality. I would never send that one in to PCGS or NGC. So here's the next one right here. A little bit better, but it does have what looks and appears to be a scratch. All right, let me take a close look at this because I want to be absolutely 100% sure. And yeah, it looks like, yeah, it's a pretty good scratch right there. So again, came right out of the roll this way. All right, scratched up Rhode Island sailboat dollar coin. Very pretty. However, the scratch does not help out the aesthetics of it. So here's the next one here. With another pretty heavy, deep scratch. And that's the big reason why we do these kind of videos. You guys are interested in the quality in which these were produced. Keep in mind, they rough handled these. I don't know if you guys had seen videos from the U.S. Mint of how they treat these business strike coins. But if you guys remembered the W Mint quarter circulation rarities, they actually it was Mr. Ryder, David Ryder, the U.S. Mint director at the time, used the metal scoop and scooped them out of this little batch of them that they had to add to the Philadelphia minted coins, to the Denvers, and so on and so forth. So it was kind of a crude way of, just handling those particular coins. As we guys know, there are certain rarities grade-wise that people look out for. But look at all the little nicks. Those are deep gouges, ladies and gentlemen. Again, this is not something that you buy, with the prospect of possibly grading them. Although if you did hit pay dirt on one of them, you might get lucky. But there are also, $100 face bags of these available as well. I can only imagine that those are going to look pretty bad. All right, so this is probably the best one thus far, although it does have a pretty heavy gouge right over the $1 right there. But you can see just a myriad of tiny little planchet nicks all throughout the surface. Luster is still pretty decent. And there's a reverse. Again, we're not winning any awards with the overall quality. You can even see the edge is pretty bashed up because it's got a really nice thick edge that makes up both the obverse and the reverse of the coin. Yeah, we are going to go through every single coin because I want to find one that's more suitable for just presentation and to add to an album. I mean, yeah, look at these things. I mean, this is the quality that you're getting, and paying a 60% markup on this amount for $25 face. Look at this thing. It has a big old dig right there in front of Liberty's face. That's disappointing, for what we're getting here. Here's the next one here. It looks good at first glance, but it's got this kind of like this drag mark. It's all over the place. Yeah, so here's the next specimen there. Would love to hear your thoughts. Have any of you picked up any of the American Innovation dollars? I'm just not seeing any sort of like spectacular secondary market value off of any of these coins, with obvious reasons. I think a lot of people want to get and assemble the sets as a registry set. There will be people that are going to attempt to grade these out, but based off of the appearance of a lot of these coins with all the little scratches, and it's got some really deep, heavy nicks. I don't know what in the world the U.S. Mint is doing to really facilitate the overall appearance of these coins here, but it's not good. Not good for coins that were just recently minted and packaged about 30 days ago. This is not what I would expect from U.S. Mint quality. Now, of course, that's kind of like a joke, right? When I say that, because the Mint has been known for quality in quite some time. All right, so there's another specimen. Again, not a good looking coin. The design is pretty nice, but this one right here, yeah, more scratches, more digs, more gouges. The back looks nice. If I went out here, put it on an angle, it looks a lot better. But we're gonna call a spade here and say that, yeah, these are pretty trashed. And I think a lot of the coins, if you're lucky, will grade out in that 63, 64 level. Of course, I did not buy this with the prospect of grading them. That's just not happening. Not these. I kind of knew what I was getting myself into when I picked these up. This might be the best one out of the group so far, although it's got a really faint line that goes across this way. If I turn the coin a little bit so it flashes some luster in that area, you guys will see what I mean. Yeah, it's got that scratch right there above $1. And there's a reverse there. Again, I'm a huge fan of the design. The design does not bother me one bit, but it's the overall quality here This is piss poor quality. Yeah, this is bad. Totally bad. It's not even good. I would say if you're looking to get some of these, buy them only if and only if you want to have some in your collection. But don't buy them for any other reason than that. There you go. That one right there. We got just a few more, ladies and gentlemen. And then we'll... This might actually be the best one so far. No. Psych. Forget that. It's got a pretty nice sized gouge here on the edge. And then another faint scratch. Man, that scratch is on virtually every single coin. There's a faint scratch on every single one. And I don't understand. I don't get it. What in the world is the U.S. Mint doing? I mean, this might be the best one right here. I don't know. I'm having a hard time trying to identify which is the best one. I want one example that I'm going to actually put this one aside, but I think that one has a little bit of staying power in my collection. Or maybe this one. It's got a little bit of a scratch in front of Liberty right there, but yeah, I don't know. It's got a pretty heavy cut there, bottom of the sail. All right, do we have any lovers of the Innovation Dollar series? I think they're cool. I really do. I mean, long-term investment-wise, I just don't see it with this one. Okay, this one looks decent. No, maybe not. I don't know. Jeez, I keep juking myself here, thinking that I've hit a good one, and haven't yet. Yeah, this one has that faint scratch. I mean, that automatically to me, as a discerning collector, an eye appeal expert. I mean, even if you could call me an expert in that, it kills it for me. See, this one has more of those just straight line surface scratches. I mean, I don't know what in the hell is going on to make this happen. I mean, just about every single coin in this $25 roll is straight up garbage. Now, here's the one that I left aside. And this is really the only one that does not have that long, gnarly scratch on the obverse. This is okay. I could work with this one. It does have a few kind of like those scuffs there on that heavy edge right there. But all in all, man, geez, I'm okay with this one. This one I'm okay with. I mean, if I'm back here and I'm looking at it and not upon closer magnification, this one is okay. This one is probably more along the lines of a mid-state 65, but no higher than that. And I would say none of these right here quite qualify for a 65 when it comes to technical grade. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the Rhode Island American Innovation dollar coins. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Are you guys doing this series? Obviously, yeah. I mean, I did waste money, but I think for giving you guys some perspective on what this series is about, it was important for me to at least buy one. But no way in the world would I have bought the $100 face bag of these, because they're in a loose little mini canvas bag and they jostle around a little bit and it's all over. By the time it spends 3-4 days in the mail system and it gets to you, if it hasn't been stolen yet, because it sounds way too much like money, they'll be absolutely destroyed. They will be nonsensical, non-collectible. You just paid an arm and a leg over the actual dollar value of these things to own it in your collection, and you're going to feel like you wasted your money. If I wasn't showing this to you, I would say, yeah, it was a tremendous waste of money. Because finding just one coin that passed the test, I feel like it's not nearly enough to really provide the amount of value, especially when it comes to paying $15, $17 above face value to get this thing shipped to your door. I think that this is a really big misstep on the U.S. Mint's quality process. And, quality is what it is. If they don't have the required amount of staff to be able to oversee the QC process of this, then you're going to get shit like this, you know? I'd say I just did that, and I don't care because the coins were already crap. They were already crap. And, you know, what I'll probably end up doing is I'll take these. By the way, this is the point of the video where I'm going to tell you guys that I will be away this weekend. Myself, my wife, and the kids are gonna go out somewhere, and my wife has a 5K that she's going to walk and maybe run a little bit on Saturday. So I'm gonna be giving these away as tips, you know. So yeah, there is that. That's gonna be great for the people that receive them, and hopefully they won't notice a scratch. Even the servers will say, man, these things have scratches. I don't want this crap. Or they'll say, oh, dude, what kind of coins are these? You know, they look like amusement tokens, you know, arcade tokens. I'm like, well, it's actual money, if you could believe that or not. But yeah, anyways, that's going to go ahead and do it for this one. Thank you guys again for tuning in on the old Blue Ridge Silverhound channel. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for instant notifications, or else I'm going to come and get you. But not really. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. We ought to do more U.S. Mint products and more humiliating, disappointing kind of conclusions as a result. Oh, did you guys hear? No Morgan dollars in 2022. And quite frankly, I think that's a smart idea. Yeah. All right. That's it. I'm seeing you. Until next time.